So we're headed to Delano, California to visit one of our new sites. Thinking through what we want to talk about, one of my big things is you don't know what you don't know, and I realize that. And so when we do meet with the contractors, I want to let them know that I don't know, and also empower them to treat the facility like it's their own, like where they have some ownership and accountability. And I always say to contractors, general contractors, subcontractors, I want you to treat this like if you were building it and it was your own. So make decisions based on if this was your site, your project, what would you do? Because I don't know. And I'm very transparent that I don't know about how much rock to put down, how thick the asphalt, what to do here, demo. I just don't know. And I think talking to subcontractors that don't know us about our core values and how important they are, a win-win.
Gary has those same values. And I think I tell all the subs on all of our projects, treat the project like it was your own project. Like if you see something, one of our other core values is look for opportunities and solutions, not problems. So if you see something that makes sense, you know, I don't do concrete or dirt work. Gary's really good at identifying things that come up where we can save some money or, you know, do it better. And for drainage, like you had some amazing solutions on drainage in Gibbons and Porterville. So like things like that that you see with all of your experience, I encourage you just to bring it to Gary and like, if there's a better way to do it, and if it was your project, what would you do? And that's kind of what we're looking for.
One thing that really sets us apart is we closed on Delano February 26, 2025, and construction is starting on February 27th. 2025, the day after we close, which is very unique and remarkable. In most development deals, there's a lot of waiting around, there's a lot of sitting on it. So I think that's a testament to the planning and, you know, measuring twice, cutting once, and it's construction's happening today, and we closed on the property yesterday, which is amazing. I'm actually super proud of the team and everybody for getting on it that quickly. I have no doubt that this project will be done on time and on budget and be a home run.
The problem is you need the distance to be able to get the percentage of fall.
Yeah, this is just throwing an idea out there, because what I was looking at was we're required to have a access to the public way, which is the street.
Yep.
And then how do you secure all of this? So what I tried to do was, you know, this would be typical sidewalk coming, ramp down, access point from the accessible parking stall, then ramp back up to normal sidewalk height, then have a gate located at this point so that you can tie that off of the building to kind of lock down the storage area from the exterior parking
So these guys
area.
can get into there and use this ramp to get into the building rather than put
Correct.
another ramp on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you also have, you know, if you're trying to go up this, you know, and you've got the air conditioner on the side, it's just something that you have to kind of mind your head about and those kind of things.
But I think my challenge is, so this is coming off the street,
Correct.
and then there's so this is all fenced, but then you got to park and then go through this gate to get into the office. That won't
Correct.
work. We got to be able to get into the office from parking.
There would be more parking here. What's happened is you have outside the secured area parking for visitors or people that are signing up for the new storage areas, and then you have the employee parking and stuff like that over here. These two here, because of the ramp and trying to create a sidewalk through there, this would be like for golf cart, you know, staff, you know, leave the golf carts there so that they can zip around the actual property.
But if a new customer comes in, parks, they got to go through this gate and then through this door. That won't work.
Okay.
That won't work. They have to be able to go right into the office, from parking. Like I don't want them to go through two gates, a gate
Well,
and then a door.
Right.
This gate here would be unlocked during business hours. So it would just be a walkway through there.
Yeah, I would almost rather have it come over a little bit more so it's opened up a little bit more.
But then there's going to need to be a gate or something over here for your staff parking.
Yeah.
So there's a gate going somewhere.
What's
It's
better
just
for
a
the
matter
staff?
of-
Better for the staff.
But if they
than-
parked here, they could take this ramp in the back door or something, right?
Correct.
So like they'll go in the gate, park here, and then they can go up the ramp and go in back here. Yeah, I definitely want to have the office open, recessed down, and those would be the ADA where you
Yeah.
just go straight in.
Yeah.
I think anywhere we can get the portables where there's not a lip, that I would want to do that. So
Yeah.
when this gets demoed, whatever we can do here
Yeah.
to get it at grade would be awesome.
And they're going to set on pavement here. Would they set on pavement over there too? Set them on pavement. Set them on pavement everywhere, right?
Yes.
And I think the other interesting thing to me with this site that I loved is they're building 300 brand new homes across the street from this site, which is something that storage plays into a lot, not only boat and RV, but conventional storage. So we hope to do some grassroots marketing with the new subdivision next door and really leverage that proximity to the new subdivision.
We're in Delano, California right now on top of a building that's going to get demoed out. I think it's about a 20,000 square foot building. We're going to repurpose a lot of this refrigeration equipment and give it away so it's not going to go in landfill. Right now we're looking at the office. We're going to keep the office, redo the office. The next building over is going to be an industrial flex space. We're going to use that. Basically where the pavement is back is all going to be portables, and we're going to be able to capture depreciation much quicker. We're going to condense the depreciation and we're going to get to market a lot quicker. There's over 600 new homes being built across the street.
Is they're building 300 brand new homes across the street from this site. Oh. What's 300 homes among friends?
So on that note,
We're building Delano. Across the street, they're putting in over 600 homes. Our facility is going to have just over 700 units, which is enough for a unit for every home going in, which we hope to capture some of those next door.
So we want to capture the new move-in and the kind of the newness of that by getting the portables on site quickly. This grass area over here is going to get all graded, paved, and we're going to do conventional storage with carports and some outdoor parking there. Get the new subdivision to have a place to park their RVs or boats. Today we had a meeting with the subcontractors and general contractor to go over some different complexities of the site. We talked about the core values. I wanted all of them to treat it like it was their own job and their own site, and they had some great suggestions and some great ideas on how to save money and how to make it more efficient, which I love that. They're very motivated to get started. We're motivated to get started, so I think it's one of our other core values is a win-win, and I think we're going to check that box as well. I think the biggest challenge after we're done here, we're going to go meet with the planner for Delano. One of the challenges we're faced with is the city wants to take 30 feet of the front of our property here. The county's pushing back, saying that we don't have to give them since we're in the county. The city's across the street. They're wanting to take a bunch of property. The county's saying that we probably don't have to give it to them. So we're doing a bit of a dance right now with the county and the city, and we're trying to play nice in the sandbox. It's proving to be a bit challenging, but we're working through that. I would say that's probably one of the biggest challenges right now. This is an outright permitted use for storage, so I don't think it's going to be a challenge at all to get all of the permitting, and I suspect it's going to be a smooth transition. The architect that we're working with has worked with the planner for 20 years, so it should be a really easy process to get entitlements and permits and get going.
Our construction timetable is 6 months. We're going to phase this. We hope to be renting units within the first 3 months, 3 to 4 months, finish construction in 6 months, and our goal to lease it up is within a year.
We're looking to close the middle of February to the end of February, and it's going to take a couple weeks to get the demo permit, but they have to remove the power. So we met with Edison today. They're going to remove all the power poles and some of the transformers. During that time, we're going to look for get a demo permit to demo this building. So probably by the end of March, we'll be in full swing, moving dirt and demos done, converting the office to ADA compliance and making it branded on Storit's brand principles, and then converting the the industrial flex building and moving in the portables. The portables take about, I think they said, a month to deliver and erect, so that process is going to go very quick. I suspect that we could be renting units the end of April, May. I think I'm going to set my goal to be my birthday, May 16th, to start renting units. There's 600 units on this site, 630 units, something like that. It's an 8-acre site, so it's a fair amount of units.
So in Delano, our site that we're going to develop into self-storage, it used to be a cold storage facility, and there's a lot of things that I really loved about the site. Over half the site was already in asphalt. There was a building on the site that we originally thought we were going to use, but after going through it with the architects, engineers, and contractors, we realized that it wasn't going to be as efficient as demoing the building. It's cold storage. They would store fruit here, package it, and then ship it out. That's a lot. I didn't even know that was in there. That's a lot of equipment. That's got to be worth something. Holy smokes. Wow. Wow. Like, what if we were to wall that off and have that be storage and just this, and then have the bathroom here? Oh, this is...
No. If you walled that off and closed that, you would probably end up putting the bathroom kind of right into where you're at.
Well, this is the bathroom.
What's that?
This is the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was just thinking a wall here, and then this is just storage, right? Not part of the building.
Okay.
And then just use this as the bathroom.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you're gonna wall this off, right?
Yeah.
Fill in that hole, and then bring a door here across, and then make this into an ADA bathroom.
We could.
Well, the problem right now is
There's not
enough width this way.
So yeah, we have to take this wall out, put a door there. We are in Falcon Ridge across from future Delano storage, and these are all new homes being built, which is staggering because the first time we looked at this site, there was nothing here. And now they're just going like gangbusters. Full throttle. Crazy. Like they are not messing around. So this is a very unique site, one that we haven't done this sort of technique in the past, but about half the site's going to be portables, and that's how we're going to get to market so much quicker. I don't like to use the word portables. I like to use the word pre-engineered, prefabricated buildings. Sounds so much more sophisticated. And we're going to be putting these prefabricated units up, and that's how we're getting to the market so much quicker. And some of the advantages of that, one is obviously to get to market quicker. I think the other big advantage is it's personal property, so we're going to be able to depreciate these at a much quicker timeline, which is going to offset any ordinary income. So if you're an investor or a developer of self-storage facilities, there's different ways to depreciate them out, and there's cost segregations that can be done, but these prefabricated units or portables are depreciated much faster than a conventional self-storage facility, which can be a big benefit to someone that wants to offset some ordinary income and help reduce their tax liabilities.